It's writing time. Class, stand. Let's sing our ABC song, and we're going to have fun on our paper writing our brand new letter today. Begin. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Tell me what you think of me. Nice job. You may be seated. Wow, we have been learning how to write lots of vowels and consonants. How many vowels do we have?
5.
5, that's right. And we've been learning how to write T and L and B. And today we are going to write that brand new one. We'll be learning N. What does N say? Good. And today on our paper we're going to do that. Look right here. It starts on a red dot. We slant up to the dotted line. We curve down to the pink carpet. It's like we just went up a mountain, Mila, and came down the mountain. And then we're going to retrace back up the same line and go around the dotted line and go down to the pink carpet and end in a smile. Do you see? It's like we climbed a mountain. We went up the mountain and came down the mountain. We climb up the mountain and climb down the mountain and end it in a smile. How fun! We're going to get to go mountain climbing today. Oh, we got to put on our gear. Put on your mountain boots. Get them up, tie them really tight. Got them up tight? All right. Get your rope because we're going to have to rope us up on that mountain. You got your rope? Okay, here we go. We're going to watch it. Let's watch it together. Put your hands right here in your lap and we're just going to watch it, Connor. You watch it together. Here we go. It starts on a red dot. We're going to go up that mountain. Are you ready? Go up the mountain, curve down to the pink carpet. Retrace right back up the mountain to the dotted line, curve down to the pink carpet, and smile. Oh, look at that. Isn't that fun? Oh, say, yodelee-hee-ho. Because we were way up in the mountain, and when you're up on the mountain, you can even say your name. You could go, Mrs. Stewart, and you know what it would sound like? Mrs. Stewart, 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 Stewart. That's what it sounds like. So if you said your name up there, it would sound like Angelina, 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 Angelina. It would, because we were up on top of the mountain. So we're going to do that today, but look what I have here. First, let's do it on our handy-dandy chalkboards. Get out your handy-dandy chalkboard. Are you ready? Put it right here. Put a red dot right about here. Okay, I'm going to trace it on here. You do it on your handy-dandy chalkboard. Slant up to the dotted line. Curve around down to the pink carpet. Retrace back up the mountain to the dotted line. Curve around down to the pink carpet and end in a smile. Give it a kiss. Nice. Way to go. Good job. Now, do you see I have some squares up here? And we are going to have some friends come to the board. And boys and girls watch, and you can do it right there, either on your little scrap piece of paper or on a board too. And I have some nuts. Say that with me. Nuts. These acorns are like nuts. And we're going to get to use them today. So let's see who could come to the board and write. I'm going to pick, you know who has been behaving wisely today? Let's see. Bethany. Bethany, come. She has been behaving wisely. She has been so attentive. She hasn't been silly, and she's been doing her best. I'm going to have you do the first one, and then I'm going to pick 3 more helpers. Let's see who's working hard. Start at the red dot. Slant up the mountain. Oh, are you watching her? Curve around down. Retrace right back up. The same line up the mountain, curve around down, and end in a smile. Whoa, way to go. You can take this nut and be like Frisky Whiskey and scamper back to your seat. Nice. Look how nice she did that. Wow, that was a good job. And she stayed right on the tracks. She didn't fall off. Wonder who else could come and do that over here on our board. Let me move this card. Let's see who could come. I am going to pick Lucia come. She has been behaving wisely today. And I would like for Johanna to come. She has been behaving well. She's going to come quietly. Good. And Lauren comes. She has quietly. Good. She's been behaving quietly and doing her best. Start at the red dot. Slant up. Let's see how they do. Curve around down. Retrace back up the same line. Curve up the mountain again. Curve down and end in a smile. Wow, Lucia, I love how you came up quietly. Great job. And Lauren, here you go. Wow, look at this girl stayed on the lines. Nice job. When you go up the mountain, go slowly so you stay right there on the lines. Good job. Take that back to your seat. And look at that slant. That's a good slant, Lauren. Good job. Thank you. All right. It doesn't matter with the tape. Good. All right. Class, stand. Let's do it one more time. Put your finger in the air. Touch my red dot. And I'm going to use my pencil. Begin. Start at the red dot. Slant up to the dotted line. Make sure your eyes are right here. Curve down the mountain to the pink carpet. Retrace back up to the dotted line. Curve down the mountain to the pink carpet and end in a smile. Here we go. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. This is where our letters live. Turn your chairs quietly into the table. Quickly. Quickly. Boys and girls watching, prepare for writing. Boys and girls right here, go ahead and pass your papers, pass your papers. Do it fast, don't be last. Pass your papers, pass your papers. Do it fast, don't be last. Your papers, pass your papers. Do it fast, don't be last. Pass your papers, pass your papers. Do it fast, put your hands in your lap. Carter, do it quickly. Slant your paper, please. Thank you. Thank you. All right, take out your pencil. Pencil check. Just leave it right there since she's not here. Daddy says, I will. Mommy says, I love you. The baby say, I will obey. Nice job. Buckle them in so tight. I hope today your babies are going to obey wisely. That means you're going to have that helper hand on your paper. That means you're going to have your eyes on Mrs. Stewart when it's time to have your eyes on me, and you're going to stay with me. Let's look right here on our paper. Do you see there is a bluebird? There's a bluebird. Oh, we learned about lots of birds in our last lesson. Now, do you see my paper right here? We have lots of blue lines, and they're like ends. They're ends all the way across. Oh, I lost all my eyes. Table 1, I like that I can see your eyes. And boys and girls watching, thank you for behaving wisely. Your eyes are on me, and your pencil is in pencil rest. Eyes right here on me. I'm going to start on the red dot. It's my turn. You're in pencil rest. That means you're not tracing. You're staying with Mrs. Stewart. I start at the red dot, and I'm going to go up the mountain and curve down the mountain. Retrace back up the same line, curve around the mountain, and come down the mountain and go right back up again. Do you see how I'm going so slow? I curve up the mountain and down the mountain. I curve up the mountain and down, retrace up the same line, and I go all the way. Now it's your turn. Start at the red dot. Put your pencil on the red dot, begin. Slant up. Tuck those babies in. There you go. Retrace, go back up the mountain, curve down the mountain. Go up the mountain. Make sure you're going nice and slow so you can do your best. Curve up the mountain and down the mountain. Retrace back up, curve down and back up. Retrace back up and around. Okay, you finish it. Put your helper hand right here. That's where it goes. Good. Let's see how you do. Oh, did you take your time? Take your time and go slow because we want to stay right on those tracks. We don't want to fall off our tracks. Pencil rest on the teacher card when you are done and no scribbles. Good job, Lauren. Nice. All right, pencil rest on the teacher card and eyes right here on me. I'm in the first house, the first red dot. I start on the red dot. I slant up to the dotted line. I curve around the mountain and go down to the pink carpet. I retrace back up to the dotted line, curve down the mountain to the pink carpet, and end in a smile. Go to the first house, the first red dot. The first house, the first red dot. Begin. Oh, let's slant your paper. Don't forget. There you go. Begin. Slant up. Curve around. Go down to the pink carpet. Retrace back up. Curve around. Down to the pink carpet and smile. Oh, I love how Elijah always puts his eyes right back on Mrs. Stewart. He behaves himself wisely. Way to go, Elijah. Like that hard work. We're on the second red dot. Watch me. You're in pencil rest. It's my turn to trace. I slant up to the dotted line, curve around down to the pink carpet, retrace back up to the dotted line, curve around down to the pink carpet, and end in a smile. Go to the second red dot. The second red dot. Are you staying with my words? Are you doing your best? Are you behaving wisely today? Good job. Your helper hand is so quiet on your paper. Begin. Slant up. Curve around down to the pink carpet. Let me help you. You'll hold your pencil up here. There you go. Retrace back up to the dotted line. Curve around down to the pink carpet. End in a smile. Pencil rest on the teacher card. Put your helper hand on your paper and leave it there. There you go. And eyes right here. Let's see whose eyes do I have when I turn around. Ooh, table 3 looks sharp. Table 2, boys and girls watching. I have everybody's eyes. Wow, you are being so diligent. Thank you. Watch me. I start at the red dot. I slant up to the dotted line. I curve around down to the pink carpet. I retrace back up to the dotted line, curve around down to the pink carpet, and end in a smile. Go to the last red dot in the first house. The last red dot in the first house. Begin. Slant up to the dotted line. Curve around down to the pink carpet. Retrace back up to the dotted line. Curve around down to the pink carpet. And end in a smile. Pencil rest on the teacher card. Well, Luke, that was so fast. Way to be a wise worker. We are in our last one. We're in the second house, first red dot. Watch me. I start at the red dot. I go up to the dotted line, curve around down to the pink carpet, retrace back up to the dotted line, curve around down to the pink carpet, and end in a smile. Go to the second house, the first red dot. Last one. This one. Good. Here we go. Start at the red dot. Begin. Slant up to the dotted line. Loop around, cross over to the pink carpet, go back up to the dotted line, curve around down to the pink carpet, and end in a smile. Put your pencils to bed. Wow, we did a fabulous job. Boys and girls watching, hold up your papers and show them to our class. And our class, show them to the boys and girls watching. Let's see how you did today. Boys and girls right here, tell the boys and girls that are watching, say, you did a good job.
You did a good job.
Nice work. Love it. All right, put your papers down. Boys and girls watching, keep doing your best today. I hope you're going to behave wisely all day.